Hey guys, this is Dennis, the founder of Think Hero.
And I'm David Griffin, your resident comic book and video game guru.
And this is our review of The Walking Dead, Season 4, Episode 12.
Still.
Yes.
Still on, still watching, still going.
So yeah, this is an episode, before I'd seen it, I'd gotten a lot of messages on Facebook and
I sent you a rather angry text.
and Twitter about like, basically nothing really happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a few defenders, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with liking this.
If you like the episode, you like the episode.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Right.
However, I'd say most people that I talked to
Mm-hmm.
didn't care for it, including yourself and myself.
Right. And I've been pretty harsh on the show all year, but like talk to you and then other people, Michael here on Think Hero as well, who's more of a defender of the show, and they didn't like it either. So I don't know if they don't like it, then I really didn't like it.
You must have really not liked it because they kind of did what you wanted to do. Because remember you were talking about like, I just want to see Daryl and Beth together.
I know, right?
They did what you wanted,
I know.
and then
So
but they didn't do it quite.
It's I'm a little bit being a little hypocritical because I wanted The Walking Dead, a video game. I wanted Clementine, and I wanted that kind of a story. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then somebody said that there might be a romantic relationship with them, but I'm like, I think the actress is kind of young.
Yes.
I don't think she's even 8. She may be 18. I don't think they can even do that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's not going to happen. No, she's too young. But I kind of wanted that little father-daughter or big brother. I should say big brother, little sister kind of relationship. And they gave us that, but like it just took too long for them to develop story. I mean, yes, the ending was touching. Seeing Daryl break down. Daryl is a good actor. He did a good job in this scene. We've complained in the past they didn't develop Beth enough. Hey, they gave it to us. They're developing Beth. And I feel bad saying I didn't like the episode because, like you said, I asked for this. But I didn't like what I saw.
Well, you probably didn't like the execution, which is my biggest issue.
Right.
I mean, we've been talking about this before where Walking Dead recently, and I compare it to the Lost syndrome where it's become so successful they need to stretch out as much as they can, and so they're taking little bits of. I'm not saying there isn't character development in this episode.
No,
what
it's
I'm
there,
saying
it's
is
there.
they have a little bit and they just stretch it out.
Right. We did not need the first 20 minutes to be about Beth getting her first drink. And she ain't drinking no peach schnapps, which Daryl, I agree with Daryl. I'm glad she didn't drink peach schnapps for her first drink. But we didn't need it to be that long. We didn't need the episode to be 45 minutes or 42 minutes, however long the running time is, for Daryl to realize that he's actually scared and fearful. You know, he's got all these emotions. He's sad. He misses his friends. Like she said, you just see me, you see another dead girl. That was a touching scene. The actor did Dixon. I'm sorry, that's not his name.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus did a great job acting that out, but we did not need to wait 42 minutes to get to that scene. It just took too long. I think that was my issue. I'm like, why are we spending so much time in the golf shop and this girl with like rich bitch on it? It's like it just took too long.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing.
I think the show thinks it's being deep.
Yeah.
And that's what bothers me. I think the show really thinks it's being it's going like deep character study in this. And I'm like, you're not really doing it. You want to see deep character study, watch True Detective. This show is not doing that.
Yeah, or True Detective or something like Boardwalk Empire where they weave the character development in through the plot.
Right.
Where there's still story going.
Right.
Because people complain about how slow Boardwalk Empire is. And it is a slow moving show, but with the characters and the plot, it's all moving along slowly, but you can still see it where this is the character development episode. Well, let's just stop the plot and just do this long stretched out thing where really that could have been like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, probably one of the best shows in recent years that it's done this is Breaking Bad. A lot of character development while moving the story along. This show just, it feels like you said, feels like it has to stop and just stop everything. We can't move the story along. We have to just focus on these two characters for 42 minutes, or if you're watching with commercials, an hour. And it was just too long. It was just dragged out. And it really bothered me because I like these actors. I like the actress who's playing Beth. I like Norman Reedus. I think he's a good actor. I'm not upset with the casting. It's just the execution is just poor, I thought. It's poor execution.
I actually, afterwards, after their big breakdown, they had a nice conversation as well. But after that, I did not like how they burnt down the place. That was just stupid to me. It was lame.
Let's burn this mother down.
Yeah, why? What's the purpose? I don't understand what the purpose was. And then whole flipping off whatever. I'm flipping life off, man. Like
Screw
what
life, man.
what is this? Like the early 2000s with like Eminem or something like
yeah,
this.
right.
Like, come on.
Middle finger up. Yeah, I don't know. This episode just felt off balance to me. You know, I've been kind of, you know, you guys have heard me plenty of times over. And again, don't take this personally. If you love the episode, as I said, love the episode. If you like it, defend it, love it. This is just my opinion. But yeah, I thought this episode was probably one of the worst of the season, actually.
They're just not weaving stuff. Remember we were complaining about the Governor episodes?
Yes.
And it wasn't so much that what they were showing was like necessarily bad, but they would have been better off weaving that storyline into, and then it would have actually helped out both storylines. Because remember we had the whole storyline, the flu,
the flu,
and then you had the Governor stuff. Like, just weave that stuff in.
Right, and this is the second week in a row that we didn't see Tyrese. We didn't see him last week either. And the girls, I mean, that's the thing, like this, I'm fine with character development for Beth. I mean, Beth needs it. Beth really needed it. I mean, after season 2 when she was in the bed the whole season, I mean, she definitely needed character development. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Daryl getting his time to shine. But maybe bring Tyrese in. Like, they could have cut back to Tyrese's story. We didn't need 42 minutes dedicated just to Beth and Daryl. That was a little, or at least have them, if they're going to do that, then have them do something besides get a drink and then burn a house down and then.
I really didn't like that ending.
And like I said, I am tired, and I apologize for saying this, because I know the show's going to do it. I'm tired of seeing people get angry at zombies and just start, just whack. It happens, I mean.
Every few episodes.
Glenn
did it.
Glenn did it. Maggie did it. It's like, I get you're angry. Hey, I get it's the apocalypse. Life sucks right now. But if I see another scene where there's like hammering and just like start like breaking down.
Tyrese did it.
It's just, do something new. That works for a time, but like do something new. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just, I was a little upset. I sent Dennis an angry text about the episode. But,
I was forewarned about this episode, but even watching it, I was just like, okay, it's not doing very much for me.
And that's why I think I get so, you know, and I'll get some criticism from, you know, some of the Think Hero fans, which is fine. I understand people are passionate. People love this show. The show is the most watched drama on television. I get it. But at the same time, it's like I don't know, I wish, I'm so passionate about the show because I think it could be good. I think it could be a better show than it is. And that's why I think express anger towards it. I'm not trying to pick on it for the sake of picking on the biggest show on television, but I want it to be good. I think it has a cast and it has the look. It's just, I think this is the third showrunner we're on right now. I think it's just, it doesn't have the direction for it.
For me, the series had peaked the end of season 2, early season 3.
Especially after Shane was gone. I mean, the first part of season 3 was good. I like the first part of season 3.
Yeah, the first half of season 3 was really good. And I like the second half of season 2. You know, I felt like, you know, with the Shane character, they took it to its logical conclusion.
Right.
But yeah, now it's more of a show for me where it's like, oh, here's a good moment, and then here's like 15 minutes of nothing, and here's a good moment, here's like, you know, here's an episode that's not that great, and here's another episode that was a lot better.
Right, and I feel sad for the show in a way. I shouldn't feel sad. The show is making millions of dollars. If I had to stop watching the show, that show is going to go on, and it's going to do very well for a very long time, no matter what I say. But it's like you look at shows that have stable showrunners and do well. Breaking Bad had Vince Gilligan. Mad Men has Matthew Weiner, you know, Battlestar Galactica has Ronald D. Moore. I mean, all this, you know, Benioff and Weiss for Game of Thrones. It has stable leadership. This show does not have stable leadership. I think it's starting to show right now.
All right, guys. So that's what we thought of this episode. Let us know what you think. Did you find it boring, or did you find it really tension-filled and exciting? And let us know in the comments below on thinkhero.com or on our YouTube channel, Think Hero Pro.
You can also find us on Twitter if you want to come yell at Dennis or myself. Hey, this is the free, the internet's free world. You can do it. You can find us at Think Hero. I'm at Griffin DE.
We also have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/ThinkHeroFans. And make sure you like that page. And if you like our video, share it on Twitter and Facebook. If you don't like it, you know,
do something. Vote down. Do something. Yeah.